The year is 1259. On a windswept plain in Macedonia, two armies clash in a brutal ballet of steel and fury. The fate of an empire hangs in the balance. This is the Battle of Pelagonia, a pivotal moment in Byzantine history, a clash that would breathe life back into a dying empire. The very soul of Byzantium, once the undisputed master of the Eastern Mediterranean, teetered on the precipice of oblivion. Yet from the ashes of defeat, a phoenix would rise. The triumph at Pelagonia was not just a military victory, it was a statement of resilience. It heralded the dawn of a new era for the Byzantines, one marked by renewed purpose and the ambition to reclaim their lost glory. The road ahead would be fraught with challenges, but Pelagonia had lit a spark. The Byzantine Empire, against all odds, had been given a second chance. To truly grasp the significance of Pelagonia, we must first journey back to the years leading up to this epical battle. The once mighty Byzantine Empire, heir to the legacy of Rome, lay fractured and vulnerable. Decades of internal strife, relentless attacks from external enemies, and the disastrous Fourth Crusade had stripped the empire of its vitality. Gone were the days when Constantinople, the Queen of Cities, stood as an unassailable bastion of Christendom, its riches a beacon to the world. The treasury was depleted, its coffers emptied by constant warfare and diminishing trade routes. The once formidable armies of Byzantium, famed for their discipline and prowess, were shadows of their former selves. The empire's very survival was in question. The Byzantine heartland, whittled away by ambitious rivals, had shrunk to a shadow of its former glory. The year 1204, a date etched in infamy in the annals of Byzantine history. The Fourth Crusade, intended to liberate the Holy Land, took a disastrous turn. Instead of battling Muslims in the Levant, the Crusaders, lured by Venetian ambition and greed, turned their sights on Constantinople, the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire. The result was a catastrophe for Byzantium. Constantinople, for centuries an impregnable bastion of Christendom, was sacked and pillaged. Treasures were looted, libraries burned, and the very fabric of Byzantine society torn asunder. The empire was carved up into rival states ruled by Latin crusaders, a humiliating blow to Byzantine pride and power. From the wreckage of this catastrophe, a new leader would emerge, a man destined to play a pivotal role in reviving the fortunes of Byzantium, Michael VIII Palaiologos. Ambitious, cunning and ruthless, Michael was a man born for tumultuous times. He rose to prominence amidst the chaos that engulfed the remnants of the Byzantine state. Recognizing the perilous state of his homeland, Michael understood that only a leader of unwavering resolve and strategic brilliance could salvage the situation. His ambition was clear: to reunite the fractured Byzantine realm and restore Constantinople to its rightful place as the capital of a resurgent empire. Section 5. The Gathering Storm, Prelude to Battle. The stage for the Battle of Pelagonia was set against a backdrop of shifting alliances and simmering tensions. Michael VIII, having consolidated his power in Nicaea, one of the successor states to the Byzantine Empire, recognized the threat posed by the Latin Empire in Constantinople. The Latin Empire, weakened by internal strife and facing mounting pressure from both within and outside its borders, found itself in a precarious position. Its ruler, Baldwin II, sought allies to bolster his position, leading him to forge an alliance with William of Villehardouin, the powerful ruler of the Principality of Achaea in southern Greece. This alliance, however, would prove to be their undoing. Section 6 clashes on the Vardar. The Battle of Pelagonia unfolds. The armies of Michael VIII and the Latin alliance, spearheaded by William of Villehardouin, finally clashed on the plains of Pelagonia in late summer 1259. The Byzantine army, though smaller in number, was composed of seasoned veterans, disciplined and eager to regain their lost glory. They were bolstered by Turkish mercenaries, famed for their archery skills and mobility, as well as allied Cuman horse archers, their composite bows capable of raining death from afar. The Latin army, larger but more disparate, was a mix of Western knights in heavy armor, alongside local levies and allied contingents. They relied on the traditional Western European tactic of a heavy cavalry charge, aiming to shatter enemy formations with brute force. However, their overconfidence and lack of cohesion would prove to be their undoing. Section 7. Triumph from treachery, the tide turns. As the battle commenced, the clash of swords on shields reverberated across the plains of Pelagonia. The initial Latin assaults, spearheaded by their heavy cavalry, met with determined Byzantine resistance. The Turkish and Cuman horse archers, utilizing hit-and-run tactics, harried the flanks of the Latin army, their arrows taking a heavy toll. However, the tide of the battle truly turned with a cunning act of deception. One of William of Villehardouin's key allies, John Ducas, the ruler of Thessaly, betrayed the Latin cause at a crucial juncture. Ducas's defection, pre-arranged with Michael VIII, sowed confusion and panic within the Latin ranks. Section 8. A legacy of revival, the recapture of Constantinople and beyond. The Battle of Pelagonia, a resounding victory achieved through a mixture of military skill and cunning strategy, sent shockwaves throughout the remnants of the Byzantine world. It marked a stunning reversal of fortune for the empire, signaling to both its enemies and its own people that Byzantium was not yet finished. The victory paved the way for the eventual recapture of Constantinople in 1261, restoring the ancient city to its rightful place as the heart of the Byzantine Empire. The legacy of Pelagonia extended far beyond the battlefield. It ushered in a period of renewed energy and ambition for Byzantium, breathing life back into the empire. Section 9. Echoes of Pelagonia. The Battle of Pelagonia stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of hours, hope can be rekindled. It exemplifies the critical role that leadership, strategy, and a twist of fate can play in shaping the destiny of empires. Today, the plains of Pelagonia are quiet, the echoes of battle long faded. Yet the significance of that fateful day in 1259 continues to resonate. The Battle of Pelagonia reminds us that history is not a linear progression, but a tapestry woven with unexpected turns and remarkable comebacks. And sometimes from the ashes of defeat, a phoenix can rise,